Namaste and hearty welcome to all of you to this second session of Secrets of Astrology. So, on last Friday in the first session, we discussed a lot about how astrology is all about secrets of karma. We understood the karma in great detail and how we can understand our own karma. Whatever we have done in this life, at least we know a little bit about that, but something that we have done in our past lives, we don't know. Everybody doesn't know. Maybe few people who meditate a lot or those who have gone through the past life regression, little bit they know about it. But astrology, especially past life astrology, can help us to understand and to know our past life karma. Alright? So astrology is not the science of destiny. It is the science of karma. Let's understand how karma and destiny are connected. So whatever karmas we have done in the past, that has created our present destiny. And whatever karma we do now, that will create our future destiny. So karma is the cause and destiny is the effect. So if you are looking from the cause angle, then you will understand the root cause of all the joy and the miseries that we go through in the life. And that is the very fundamental of astrology. See, when life is joyful, there is no issue and all, then we don't inquire much. But when things go topsy-turvy and we don't like the things, some of the events that happen in our life we don't like, then we start asking, what bad karma have I done so that I have to suffer all these things? And for sure, there is a root cause behind all that is happening in our life. And that root cause is our own past life karma. And that has to be understood, that has to be known. And if something can be done about it, and if we can nullify the effect of the karma by doing certain remedies and all, or at least reduce, I don't say that we can 100% nullify, may not be possible, but at least reduce the effect so that life becomes bearable. What happens sometimes when the things go too wrong, life becomes unbearable. Event after event, unwanted events or not so happy events, troublesome events, stressful events start coming to us. And that is where we start thinking, what's wrong? The wrong is our past life karma or maybe present life past karma. So once we understand how to know, it will be much easier for us to work it out in our favor by doing certain remedies. Okay? So let me share a little bit about where we ended last time and then we will continue because this is a continuous series. Alright, so this was one of the major things that we understood. So our main insight was shifting from fear-based understanding to love-based understanding. See, we have been drilled into our head and we have developed a kind of a belief system that karma is a punishment. Karma is a retribution, blame it on karma. This is what we have been told and we have understood and it has become part of the belief system. So we are shifting the belief system, very fundamental shift, and that is karma is not a punishment, and we are shifting from fear-based understanding to love-based understanding. So instead of operating from fear, operate from love. So with the love-based understanding, we shift to newer understanding, that is karma is a gift that brings you lessons for your growth and will continue to bring these lessons until you learn from them. So now this statement doesn't hurt. It's not a problem, but it is something to be learned. So it is a lesson to be learned, and once we learn the lesson, then the problem will stop. So karma is not punishment, but it's an opportunity to experience wrongdoing that we have done to others so that we can learn not to ever repeat it again. So we have done something wrong to other people. And that is why we got an opportunity to learn the lesson. So if we learn that lesson, that we will never do the wrong to others once again. And that's it, that pattern is totally different now. The pattern has changed, so we will not get the same kind of results again. So not to consider karma as a punishment. Consider it as an opportunity to grow and correct ourselves, correct our patterns, and not to repeat the same thing again. So if this is understood, then we can proceed further. So this is a very fundamental shift that we experienced last time. Now let us go further. Next thing. So how do we connect karma and astrology? Okay, so this is the real new insight. Astrology connects to karma through planets, Rashis and Nakshatras. So there are 12 planets including Uranus, Neptune and Pluto, which are very, very important for our past life astrology. Normally in the Vedic astrology, old style astrology, we don't consider Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. But those 3 planets, outermost planets, are the most important planets for past life astrology. So we give it a lot of importance. That's why we consider 12 planets. Normally we consider 9 planets. नवग्रह की बात करते हैं अपने एंशिएंट वैदिक एस्ट्रोलॉजी में, लेकिन हम लोग यहाँ पर 12 planets की बात करते हैं, because we include Uranus, Neptune and Pluto, which are very, very important for our past life reading. So there are 12 planets, there are 12 Rashis. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, like that, there are 12 Rashis. Mesh Rashi, Vrishab Rashi, like that in Hindi, you have the 12 names. Those are 12 Rashis, which all of you know. And there are 27 Nakshatras. So if we consider planets, Rashis and Nakshatra, that is how we connect to our karma. And these combinations only are helping us to understand our karma. So if somebody asks what is the connection between astrology and karma, what connects astrology and karma? It is the planets, Rashis and Nakshatra. So we consider 12 planets, we consider 12 Rashis and 27 Nakshatras, plus 1 which is called Abhijit Nakshatra, which is used only for the Murat. So there are 27 plus 1, 28 Nakshatras. Okay. Technically, if somebody asks you how many Nakshatras are there, 27 are normally used. And there is one more which is called Abhijit Nakshatra, which is used for the Murat purpose specially. So 27 plus 1, total 28 Nakshatras are there. Alright. So planet, Rashis and Nakshatras are the things which connect astrology to karma. This much if you have understood, then we go deeper into the connection aspect. And again we will understand it through the karma. So this is a very nice, beautiful slide. You can see this is the black king cobra's tail, but this cat which is playing has a perception of a rat, but this is not the tail of a rat, and the cat doesn't know, so cat is playing with it, understanding that it is a rat, but it's actually a king cobra, which can kill the cat. Okay, but the cat is unaware of it because it is on the other side. So our karmas are also like that. It may be a very bad karma, but we may be taking it lightly, playing with it. Okay. We think it's a rat, but it's a king cobra. We may not be aware of our past karma. And this kind of play is what we do normally. Okay, let's read this thing and then understand the visual once again. So astrology connects to karma through planets, Rashis and Nakshatras. We understood this thing. Now the most important thing is, which karma will fructify when and what result it will give can be known through astrology. This is a very beautiful promise of astrology. Which karma will fructify when and what result it will give can be known through astrology. What a beautiful statement, because this is what everybody is searching for. Normal astrology does not talk about. When we talk about past life astrology, it talks about this. Okay, so past life astrology gives you the solution, and it also tell you when you will get the result of that, and that is a very, very important thing. So we can know about our health and diseases, money and wealth creation, relationships and karmic entanglement issues. If you look at your life, most of our problems are in this dimension only. Health and diseases, everybody is concerned about health. Money and wealth creation, all money related issues. Okay, wealth related issues. Third dimension is the relationship and karmic entanglements. Okay, very difficult kind of a relationship are known as the karmic entanglement, which are from the past life issues. So if you see, basically it is the health, wealth and relationships. These are the three major areas where all our questions about past, present, future revolve around these three things: health, wealth and relationship. So if we know the secrets, okay, about these things, we can really improve a lot about our life and living conditions. We can also know our path to liberation, because once you are out from this thing or you are fed up with this thing, then the last thing that remains is the spiritual growth. So what is your path to liberation? मोक्ष कहाँ से होगा, कौन से रास्ते से होगा, कैसे होगा, लाइफ मिशन क्या है, लाइफ पर्पस क्या है, all these things can be known through astrology. So every person has got a life mission, like every company has got a company's mission, like that every individual has got one's own life mission, and that life mission can be easily known through astrology, and I'll be teaching you that in these classes, okay, in the coming classes. Right now we are having an overview about these things. So how to understand the secrets? We are still dealing with the topic of law of karma, how karma is connected with astrology. It is connected through the 12 planets, 12 Rashis and 27 Nakshatras. And if we understand the secrets, we understand about our health and well-being, money and wealth creation, and we understand about the relationships. Relationships and karmic entanglement. Let me elaborate a little bit about this word, very beautiful word called karmic entanglement. See, many times we face some relationship challenges, and we don't understand why relationships are not working. Let me tell you the stages of relationship. Excellent relationship, radiant relationship, wonderful relationship, fantastic relationship, that is at the top of it. Okay. You go a little lower, functional relationships, workable relationships. That's called okay, not bad. Okay. Below that you go and non-functional relationship. Something is not working out. Okay. Non-functional relationship. Below that, if it deteriorates, it becomes abusive relationships. When the language changes on the negative side, it becomes abusive relationships. If you go further down, it becomes toxic relationship. So karmic relationship has the range of all these things in it. You can say a very fantastic relationship turns toxic and you don't understand why. Just few days back it was working wonderful and suddenly something goes wrong and it has become toxic now. Karmic entanglement issues are like that. And that is where even the most educated people, most talented people also, when they suffer in their personal life, they start seeking and searching for something higher up. They want to understand why this thing is happening to me. And why now? Why am I suffering? And what bad have I done? There is no logic in karmic entanglement. But let me tell you, the logic is there, but we don't know. Little bit glimpse I can give you right now so that you can satisfy your inquisitiveness. The logic is in past life karma. If you have done some harm to someone in the past life, and that karma has popped up, and you are experiencing the effect of that karma now. Then suddenly, some relationship which was working fantastic, it has become toxic, and that is as a result of the past life karma. So that is the secret of why a fantastic relationship has turned into a toxic relationship. Let me tell you, many things in our life are not logical. We don't understand the logic, why things are happening the way they are. And your logic doesn't work in life. Life is something beyond logic, many times. Sometimes the logic works, sometimes doesn't work. Many times in the relationship area, logic doesn't work. Because we don't know the logic here. That is the issue. The logic is in the past life karma. Something has popped up from the past life and it's giving you the result now. That is the logic. Okay? And we don't understand that. And that's why we suffer. So what is the solution to karmic entanglement issues? Okay? The most beautiful aspect of past life transformative astrology, it gives solution to your karmic entanglement, which is the most difficult to solve. Many counselors, they try, but they don't get the solution because they don't know that issues are from the past life. Our normal counseling fails there. Our normal logic also fails there because we don't know the cause behind the cause. It is said that the cause behind the cause is in the causal body. कारण के पीछे का कारण, मूल कारण जो है वो कारण देह में होता है, ऐसा शास्त्र कहते हैं। कारण के पीछे का कारण, जिसको मूल कारण और द रूट कॉज कहते हैं, इट इज देयर इन द कारण देह और कॉजल बॉडी। Causal body is the body where all our past life karmas are stored. There are thousands of past life karma. One past life karma pops up and starts giving you the result. That is called prarabdha karma. One karma popped up, starts giving you the result. Something that you are experiencing now, that is called prarabdha. हम जो अनुभव कर रहे हैं अभी वो हमारा प्रारब्ध है। प्रारब्ध के आधीन हम अच्छा बुरा अनुभव करते हैं। Everybody clear on this thing? So karmic entanglement, that is the fundamental topic of discussion for today. Karmic entanglement issues are the most difficult issues to understand and even more difficult to solve. Alright, so let us fathom the depth of this subject. Let us go ahead with further presentation. So we understood this aspect. You see, the king cobra is like a karmic entanglement issue, and the cat is playing, understanding that this is a rat's tail. It's not rat, it's a king cobra. Cobra can kill the rat, but the cat is unaware. Okay? The cobra can kill the cat, but the cat is unaware and playing with the tail of the king cobra, assuming that it is the tail of a rat. Alright? So karmic entanglement issues are like that. We are playing with certain things. We don't know we are playing with the fire. But when it comes up and troubles you, suddenly you realize, oh my God, this was something unusual. I didn't realize this. Okay? And that's how the prarabdha karma works. Alright? Okay. So now let's understand little bit about astrology. So this is called the normal North Indian diamond chart. Okay? We always start with this is called the first house and it's never written. Okay? What is written is the number of Rashi. The number is representing the Rashi, not the house. So houses are to be remembered. So you must know that this is the first house where the Ganesha picture is there, and then go diagonally up, that is the second house. Then come down anti-clockwise, third house, this is called fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, and opposite the first house is the seventh house. Then go down, it's called eighth house, ninth house, tenth house. and 11th and 12th. So these numbers should be remembered by you. Okay, and they are never written. None of the astrology, these things are written. You must remember these numbers, and we must also know what does it represent. Okay, so let's understand. The first house is called Lagna. It's also called Tanubhav or Dehabhav. It's related to the body, yourself. It represents I, me, mine, everything about you. It's your personality, it's about the ego, it's about the body, it's your attachment to the body, attachment to the mind, it's yourself. Everything that comes under your personality is represented by the first house. So if you know the astrology and somebody asks you about personality, then refer to the first house. It will tell you about that. Second house is called Dhanabhav or Kutumba. Dhana means wealth, Kutum means family. So wealth and family understanding comes from the second house. Third bhav is called Sahaj Bhav or Parakram Bhav, which is all about siblings and your abilities for the new startups. Parakram means in the modern language, if somebody is going after the startup, new startup. So that we will see from the Parakram Bhav. Fourth one is the Matrusthan or the Graha Saksha, mother or happiness at home. Graha Saksha means happiness at home. So, and this also represents about your property, your vehicle and all that is seen from the fourth house, Graha Saksha. Fifth house is about Santati or Purva Sanchit. This is also about your education. This represents many things. Let me tell you. Fifth house is about children, about your education, about your past life karma, about your early stage love affairs. And fifth house also represents your creativity. Okay, so all those things are seen from the fifth house. पांचवा स्थान जो है वो उसको पूर्व संचित कर्म, अभी हमने कर्मों की बात की, तो पांचवें घर से पूर्व संचित कर्मों के बारे में जाना जाता है. सो पास्ट लाइफ एस्ट्रोलॉजी गिव्स लॉट ऑफ इंपॉर्टेंस टू द फिफ्थ हाउस बिकॉज फिफ्थ हाउस हैज गॉट द पूर्व संचित और द पास्ट लाइफ एस्पेक्ट रिलेटेड टू दैट. सिक्स्थ हाउस इज ऑल अबाउट रोग ऋण रिपु. So ripu means enemies, roga means diseases, rin means debt. Okay. This also represents about your job conditions. What kind of salaries will you get? How you will be developing on the job front. So everything is from the sixth house. Enemies, diseases, debts. Rog, rin, ripu. Rin means debt, that is to be added. And it's about your job conditions. Okay. Seventh is called Bharya Bhav. Bharya means spouse. It's all about husband and wife relationship, marriage, or even business partnerships will come under that. If you want to know about your business partnerships, you will have to see your seventh house. Or if you want to know man-woman relationships, husband-wife relationship, then you see the seventh house. Eighth house is about Janma, Mrityu, Randra. So Ayu, how long one will live, about the death, and about the leakages. Randra means leakages. Where is your energy drained? Those things are known from the 8th house. 9th house is Bhagya Bhav. Your fortune is seen from the 9th house. So this is another thing very important for our past life astrology because we know our fortune from the 9th house. So 5th house and 9th house are very important for the past life astrology. 10th house is called Karmasthan. Okay? It also represents father, biological father, or someone who is a father figure to you, is guiding you on the business front, job front. कर्मस्थान में जो मदद करते हैं वो फादर, और जो गुरु जैसे फादर है जो अपने को सिखाते हैं उनको 9th हाउस से भी देखते हैं. ओके, सो गुरु और गुरु लाइक फादर, those qualities are seen from the 9th house. Biological father or a person who is guiding you on the job front, father figure, is seen from the 10th house. 11th house is Mitrasthan or Lavasthan. So about the friends and about your gains. The beautiful word about 11th sun that we remember is called Ichha Purti Sthan. Ichha Purti. Whether you will be able to fulfill your desire or not, that is seen from the 11th house. So 11th house is also known as Ichha Purti. And the 12th house is about way, means how much expenses will you have. But it's also about moksha. So when we consider about the spiritual upliftment, spiritual dimensional growth, we look at the 12th house. Which path you will choose for liberation is decided by which Rashi is there in the 12th house and which planets are there in the 12th house. Many people consider that Ketu is considered as a very good for the 12th house for moksha, but it gets activated only after the age of 48. So many people I have seen who have got the 12th house Ketu, they go very deep into spirituality. Combination of Jupiter there, okay, good exalted Jupiter in the moksha stan will also, with the Guru Kripa, you will be able to walk the path of liberation and go further. A good benefic Saturn in the 12th house will also, you will struggle, you will work out your path, but it will also, because karmo ka phal, because see, let me explain you a little more deeper about these 12 houses. There is a general understanding and there is a deeper understanding. Okay? We will deal with both. Now, few fundamental things. Okay, we are now shifting from the normal astrology to transformative past life astrology. That's what exactly the subject that we are dealing in. So what we understood so far is about the person. The lagna is the most important, the first house. Okay? So we must look at the first house. Fifth house is all about Purva Sanchit Karma, past life karma. So for our past life astrology, fifth house is very important. Ninth house is about Bhagya, destiny, fortune. Ninth house is also important. And for the spiritual purposes, Moksha Sthan, that is the 12th house. So that is also very important for the past life astrology. Based on your past life karma, your life will start moving. Your story continues life after life. Okay. So where did your story end in the past life and where does it start in the current life? It starts with the birth. But you see, which karma will fructify? What kind of effects will you give? Will it give? All those things can be known from the past life astrology. And one of the most important planet is Saturn. Last time also we talked about it. One of the most important planet about our past life karma, Ichha Purti, destiny, all that is Saturn. सैटर्न को न्याय का देवता कहते हैं, कर्मों का फल सबसे अधिक शनिदेव देते हैं. So if you understand in your horoscope where is Saturn, okay, and Saturn gives you lot of insights about the past life. Okay. So today's summary is it is the planets, 12 planets, 12 Rashis, 27 Nakshatras, connects karma and astrology. So that is the connecting link we all understood. Then we understood the 12 houses and what do they represent, and what is the most important for knowing the past life karma is the 5th house, 9th house and 12th house for moksha prapti. 12th house is especially for the spiritual liberation. About the relationship now, we talked a little bit about the karmic entanglement. How do we know? From where do we understand the karmic entanglement issues? Typically, husband-wife relationship or man-woman relationship is known from the 7th house. Second marriage is seen from the ninth house. Third marriage is seen from the 11th house. So there is a proper system. A person is caught up into karmic entanglement at this time. Is it the first relationship? Is it the second relationship? Is it the third relationship? Suppose there is a karmic entanglement issue in the first relationship. Then you should know whether the relationship will continue or it will not continue. So if the 7th house is affected very badly, and if it is the first marriage, then it is an indicative that the first marriage will not continue for longer. I told you in the beginning, a fantastic relationship turns toxic over a period of time and then unbearable. So it has to break. So if the 7th house is having a lot of malefic effect, then that relationship will break. And then you have to see what will happen next and what time. So timings also can be known, and how good or how bad will be the second relationship. All that is seen from the 9th house. If that is also not going to work out, then 9th house is also spoiled. It will tell you that. Then you go for the third relationship, which will be seen from the 11th house. Like that, multiple things can be seen. And this is what was the understanding of the earlier sages. You see, earlier days what they used to do, our Rashis were so wise. They knew that first relationship is going to break, but you don't want your child to suffer. So what they do? They will get you married to a tree or XYZ, and they do kind of a ceremony and say your first marriage is done. But it's a false marriage, but technically it is a marriage. So the first marriage you don't suffer, and then you marry to some person. So that is considered as technically a second marriage. Okay? And then it goes well because you have completed the karmic debt of your previous life by going through the first marriage. What a fantastic understanding to save your child from the troubles. Okay? Simple things like that. पहले के जमाने में तुलसी के प्लांट के साथ में शादी करा दी, नहीं तो पीपल के वृक्ष के साथ में शादी करा दी, या तो कुंभ के साथ में शादी करा. There are different kinds of different traditions are there. नहीं तो भगवान के साथ में कुछ, नहीं तो भगवान के साथ में शादी करा दी. कृष्ण के गले में हार डाल दिया, विष्णु जी के गले में हार डाल दिया, तो बोला तुम्हारा शादी हो गया. This was some ceremony. Okay. So the bad effect of the planets is gone with a small ritual like that. And then the second relationship, which is actually the first relationship, and it works out well. So these kind of solutions also were there in our culture, and they are still there. But I think the modern people have forgotten these things, and so lots of issues are there in the relationships. I am doing this Akashic record reading, astrological readings for past few decades, okay? And thousands of people have counseled on these things, especially the karmic entanglement issues, because its normal counseling doesn't work there. So we need to take help of the past life astrology to understand how to untangle. It's an entangle, so you have to unwind the whole thing and understand how to remove those entanglements and how to find the solution, because people are suffering. People want solution to the problems, but before you can give the solution, you have to understand why a person is suffering and from which side the solution will come. So horoscope, if it is done properly, which means if the birth time is correct, then it gives a fantastic options, solutions, possibilities, probabilities. And then you do counseling and work out something which is technically possible, practically possible. And from there comes the solution. So that is the methodology that is being used for helping people who are suffering in karmic entanglements. Same thing for the health, we can understand. First house and sixth house are most important for the health purpose, for diseases. रोग ऋण रिपु जो है, तो रोग स्थान जो है sixth house है. First house for the health, sixth house for the disease, combined, put together. About life, if you want to know, go for the eighth house along with that. Alright? So that is about the health. About the wealth also, let us discuss, because these are the three major areas: health, wealth and relationships. What do we discuss about health and diseases? We discuss about the relationships. Now let's discuss about the wealth, money. I have seen thousands of people, very intelligent, learned, hardworking, but they are not able to amass the wealth. I have seen uneducated angutha chap people doing very big business, having lots of wealth. I have seen both type of people. Of course, I have seen educated people amassing wealth. That is also there. It's not that educated people don't earn, they are also earning. But I have seen more business people who are less educated. So it's very strange. And educated people fail to understand why this is happening like that. So one of the secret is those people who have done very good karma in past life, they have better force of destiny supporting them. भाग्य का बल मिलता है उनको, ऐसा कहते हैं शास्त्र में. भाग्य का सपोर्ट मिलता है उनको. So whatever they try to do, suddenly because of the luck supporting them, they will be successful in the business. So it's not about the education, it's about the luck, which is seen from the 9th house in the horoscope. And whether you will be able to amass the wealth or not, whether you will be able to have the savings or not, that is seen from the 2nd house and 11th house. Okay. So wealth creation. Wealth creation without much of the efforts, if you want to know. So for example, share market. There are certain combinations, people earn a lot in share market. They are not working hard. They are not doing anything special. Okay, they are not doing 9 to 5 job. They may be doing trading for 2-3 hours, but they become millionaires. Those people have got extremely good 11th house planets. Okay, so if the 11th house is good, then you get money without efforts. Now that's a very big statement. You get money without efforts because you have done a lot of good karma in the past life, and this lifetime you are reaping the benefits, the rewards of your past karma, and so without much of the efforts, your wealth creation will be extremely good. But suppose the 9th house support is not there and 11th house also support is not there, then those people will fail in the share market because they will not get money without the hard work. Okay. So 2nd house is about Dhanasthan, how much savings you will have, how much wealth you will be able to create, and Ichhapurti is seen from the 11th house. Your normal money earning from business is seen from the 10th house. 10th house is Karmasthan. So money earning is seen from the 10th house. Your job earning is seen from the 6th house. कोई अगर आदमी नौकरी करता है, नौकरी में पगार कितना मिलेगा ये देखना है शुरुआत में, तो 6th हाउस भी देखना पड़ेगा. नौकरी के साथ में, ऋण के साथ में, ईएमआई के साथ में जो कनेक्शन है वो 6th हाउस का है. रोग ऋण रिपु, ऋण जो है, ईएमआई इज व्हाट? ऋण. You have taken a house, you have taken your car, you have taken the loan, and you have to pay your equal monthly installments, EMIs. So that is coming under the ऋण, that is the debt. So you have to see the 6th house. So 2nd house, 6th house, 10th house, 11th house. These are the 4 houses which are important for understanding whether person will be able to become wealthy or not. So we have to look at the astrology from the scientific angle. It's a science of possibilities or science of probabilities. Okay. So it's not a very hard and fast that okay, this will always happen like that. No, the future is open. So about the future we know only the probabilities, but that probability is high or low, that can be seen from the horoscope. So knowing the horoscope, the possibilities, and then doing the psychological counseling, understanding the person and counseling the person, this is what is working very well all over the world, and that is what is known as astro counseling. So what is astro counseling? You read the horoscope and you do your normal counseling process. But there are lots of things which counseling does not understand or can't tell you. Then at least you will get some understanding from the horoscope, from the past life karma, and you can understand a person better. So minimum inputs are required from the counseling side, and you can get lots of insights into the how the life is moving of a counseling and where are the issues. Okay, many times counselee herself may not be knowing where the issues are. तकलीफ कहाँ पर है नहीं समझता है, तो एस्ट्रोलॉजी से हमको तकलीफ कहाँ पर है वो समझ जाता है. सो तकलीफ कहाँ पर है ये पहचानना हॉरोस्कोप बहुत बड़ी मदद करता है. और अगर हम ढंग से जानेंगे तो फर्दर इंसाइट से हम उसका इलाज भी कर सकते हैं. तो इलाज के लिए जो करते हैं उसको रेमेडीज कहते हैं. कोई पूजा विधि होती है, कोई दान धर्म होता है, कुछ रिचुअल्स करने होते हैं, मंत्रोच्चार होते हैं, यंत्र होते हैं, कोई रुद्राक्ष भी लोग यूज करते हैं, क्रिस्टल्स यूज करते हैं. देयर आर thousands of things that people are using for the remedies. Okay, so Shabnam Mehra is asking, will you also teaching us how to make the Janmapatri? Yes, for sure. So maybe next time you will make your Janmapatri and we will be using the very freely available software. So I will show you how to do about it. For sure. Next time we will do that. Okay. Sandeep is asking, 11th house belongs to Lord Sunny, so only if planets who are compatible with him are there, will you benefit from stock market? Otherwise you won't, right? If Mercury is there, good, but not if Sun is there, right? No. It's not like that, Sandeep. See, there are lots of combinations. Okay. So one of the exercise that we have done is people who are extremely successful in share market. So what are the planets in their second house, 11th house, 6th house, like that? So there are certain combinations. Okay. Right now it's very early to discuss all those combinations, but in the later stage we will be discussing. Once you understand how to make the horoscope, and then I'll be telling you what are the various combinations that makes a person successful in share market. Okay, Sandeep, so whatever you are told right now is not like that. Understanding is little different. We'll go into the details of it, but let me tell you right now. We have done a lot of research on these things. Do you know only 5% people earn in share market? When I say 5% people, it's on the long term, okay? See, short term when the market is growing, moving fast and all, everybody can earn. But I'm telling you, spread over 5 to 10 years, so that is relatively considered as a long term. So whether a person has earned over the period of last 5 to 10 years, that is considered as the success or failure in the share market. You can't decide success or failure based on 1 day, 2 days, 1 month, 2 months. No. If you are successful, you have amassed wealth over a period of 5 to 10 years, then that is considered as the success in the share market. Now there are certain combinations. So those combinations exist only in the 5%. So 95% people lose money over a period of 5 to 10 years, not every day we are talking. 95% people lose money, understand that, because the stars are not supportive. Share market who will earn? Only whose destiny is powerful, जिसको नसीब का जोर है. तो नसीब का जोर है कि नहीं, बिना मेहनत के पैसे की कमाई लिखी है कि नहीं, which is based on whether you have done punya karma, good karmas in the past life or not. So there are certain combinations from where we can understand. Okay. So we will discuss those combinations a little later stage. Rishi Verma is asking, Guruji, what if the accurate time of birth is not known? Then how is the reading done? Yes, very nice. See, there are now artificial intelligence tools are available for the astrology, and those are helping us on how to correct your birth time. You know what is the process? Say for example, if your parent told you that it was maybe around dinner time that you were born. Now dinner time can be 7:30, it can be 8, it can be 8:30, it can be 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Okay. And you are not sure. So there are two ways you can do. Whose question is that? Yeah, Rishi Varma. It's Parmaji, there are ways. One thing is approximate time डाल के कुंडली बना लो and go for the Rashi Kundli. So you interpret the Rashi Kundli. Why? Because whatever the planets are there, whatever Rashi are there, those are not going to change because of the timing. What changes is the Lagna. Okay. But the Rashis will not change. So interpretation will be still very good. 70% results you will still get. Another thing is to know the life events of the person and correlate with the Lagna and timing. So first of all, what we can do, minor correction can be seen by looking at the person. So 2 or 3 Lagnas are possible over the period of 2 to 3 hours time. 3 hours time difference suppose it is there, then lower side 1 Lagna, middle major portion 1 Lagna, and little upper side if you see 3 Lagnas are possible. So if you look at the person, the facial expression, the face cut, the body structure and all, so you can approximately tell the Lagna, which is the Lagna which is fitting in. Then if you want to go into the more precision time, what kind of education, when did you complete your education, when did you join the job, when did you get married, when did you have child. So if some of those events are known, based on those events, reverse calculations are done. Those are difficult, it's not easy, it takes time. But there are artificial intelligence, AI tools available now, and certain websites are there, certain softwares are there which help us to do those. So you can do corrections of half an hour and all, and it's coming looking fine, then even 5 minutes tuning also is possible with those tools. So slowly you fine tune and you understand your precise birth time, and then that horoscope is considered as a standard horoscope for further things. Okay? So there is a way, Mr. Rishi Verma, there is a way to correct. That is called correcting your birth time through your life events. Okay? The person who is born last year, child is born, and you are not noted the time, and can you do? No, because the life events are not there. But when we say 40-50 years and life events are there, then this procedure can be done. Okay, let me tell you one good insight for people who are the parents here, or maybe many of you are grandparents, I know many of you. What you need to do is when a child is born and when the umbilical cord is cut, when the umbilical cord is cut, the child exists separate from the mother, and that is the time to be recorded for the making of the horoscopes. So now onward, at least you record the time of a child's birth in a proper manner so that these issues will not come. Alright? But many people who are now say 50, 60, 70 years today, and those days the watches were not there, or many people were not born in the hospital. So timings are all approximate, but through these processes we can fine tune the horoscope. Okay, Vandana Tanna, there is a question. When we look at the astrology, what is our Rashi? Is it as per our zodiac sign? No. Vandana, there are 3 Rashis that we are talking about. Okay, it's a good question. See, in Times of India, if you're reading your weekly horoscopes, okay, then they are going by the Western astrology, which considers your sun sign. तो आपका सूर्य कौन सी राशि में है आपके हॉरोस्कोप में, उसको सन साइन कहते हैं. और जो वेस्टर्न एस्ट्रोलॉजी है और टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया जैसे जो लोग लिखते हैं राशि के ऊपर, वो वेस्टर्न एस्ट्रोलॉजी से सन साइन से लिखते हैं. सो एक तो सूर्य की राशि हो गई वेस्टर्न एस्ट्रोलॉजी के हिसाब से. जो हम लोग लोकल न्यूज़पेपर में पढ़ते हैं, मराठी में, गुजराती में, पंजाबी में, और उसमें जो राशि भविष्य आता है ज्यादातर हिंदुस्तानी भाषाओं में, लोकल लैंग्वेजेस में, वो चंद्र राशि के आधारित होता है. तो दोज आर कॉल्ड द मून साइंस. आपके हॉरोस्कोप में चंद्र कौन सी राशि में बैठा है, उस राशि को आपका मून साइन कहते हैं. एंड मेनी न्यूज पीपल दे गिव यू अकॉर्डिंग टू द मून साइन. ओके, तो एक तो सूर्य राशि हो गई, एक चंद्र राशि हो गई. तीसरी जो है आपकी लग्न की राशि. हम जब हॉरोस्कोप बना के डिटेल में स्टडी करते हैं तो सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट जो होता है वो आपकी लग्न की राशि है. ओके, जो आपको बहुत ज्यादा प्रिसीजन से प्रेडिक्शन देगा, सबसे ज्यादा अच्छा प्रेडिक्शन देगा, वो आपकी लग्न की राशि है। तो 3 राशियां होती है। आप जब न्यूज़पेपर में पढ़ते हो तो लग्न राशि से कोई नहीं दे सकता। वो ज्यादातर जो वेस्टर्न एस्ट्रोलॉजी वाले या तो अपने जो इंग्लिश न्यूज़पेपर वाले लोग हैं वो सन साइन के आधारित देते हैं, और काफी सारे न्यूज़पेपर जो होते हैं वो मून साइन के आधार पर देते हैं। ओके, लेकिन जो सबसे ज्यादा प्रिसीजन और अच्छा जो हॉरोस्कोप प्रॉपर बना के करते हैं वो लग्न राशि को पकड़ के करते हैं। तो तीनों राशियां आपको मालूम होनी चाहिए, आपकी सूर्य राशि कौन सी है, आपकी चंद्र राशि कौन सी है और आपकी लग्न की राशि कौन सी है, और तीनों से देखा जाता है। अनूप अग्रवाल जी आस्किंग, Guruji, want to get reading done by you for my son, can it be done? Okay, contact me on my personal window, I will guide you. Next session I will tell you how to make the horoscope, and I will show you, guide you how to do it, and we will make the horoscope live for some of you. So what you should give, today I will prepare you for that. So next time when I ask you your birth details, you should know. So birth details, only 3 things are required, only 3 things. First is your date of birth. Second is your exact time of birth. Okay. And third is your place of birth. And if the place of birth is a very remote village which may not appear in the atlas, so the nearest good town, well-known town, or at least something which has the railway station or airport, which website will give us the details for longitude, latitude. Okay. These 3 details are required. See, for example, I was born in a village which is a very small village. So then I go to the Google map and trace my village on the Google map from the nearest airport, nearest town, and then write down the longitude and latitude. So this is one of the good way to know precisely the location of your birth. So you know the place where you were born, Google map you track and find out longitude, latitude of the place where you were born. There are many misunderstandings. You see, somebody is staying in a town or somebody is staying in a village, and for the delivery mother is going to a town. So where were you born? Oh, I was staying in that village. No. Where mother delivered the baby, that spot. Where was that hospital? That was the town, maybe 20 kilometers away. So where a child was born, that hospital's longitude, latitude. Sometimes the distances may be more, we don't know. Okay, you may be staying in one place and the child is delivered at another place. Okay. Many ladies go to the mother place for the delivery of a child. So wherever the child was delivered at a mother place, that place. So physically where the delivery of a child happened, that place longitude, latitude is important for the horoscope. I hope you are clear on that. So next time when we try out the horoscope, you give me the right detail. Okay. So we will not be dealing with those time correction and all. That's quite a complex process which we can't tackle in the beginning. So if you have your birth time right, then those people you submit, I will randomly pick up and I will show you how to make the horoscope using the free software. Okay. There are lots of tools available. So I will show you the free softwares available, and we'll go into the understanding of horoscope in a very, very systematic manner. Alright. So thank you very much for joining us. I hope you are enjoying these sessions. I'm avoiding the too much of technicality right now because some of you are very good at astrology. I know some of you are astrology students, some of you are professional astrologers. That's good. I'm trying to give some very deeper insights through my talking, but nevertheless, technically also how to make the horoscope, how to interpret, all those things also we'll be talking slowly, so that everybody is on the same page and everybody able to catch up. See, some people here are absolutely new, they don't understand ABC of astrology, so they are attending this. Some interest is there, they have to understand. So those people also will be helped, and those who are having deeper questions in astrology, okay, so those also will be answered. So let us take everybody together and move together and explore. Any of your friends who may feel that these are interesting things and they would like to join, then you can put it onto the astrology community group and we will add your friends. Let more people be benefited. And thank you very much to all of you for joining. See you next time. Thank you very much.